We are smack dab in the middle of summer. We're smack dab in the middle of summer. And that begs the question, what do you like to do in the summer? Pee-wee likes to go for a good romp out in summer heat. Myself, I enjoy watching a good old-fashioned summer blockbuster.
Got a deep throat crack. Yeah, but what kind? What kind of shark?
Tiger shark.
A what?
And when we were kids, what went hand in hand with the summer blockbuster was the movie adaption comic book. So much fun. Now, of course, my love of movie tie-in comics, of course, began with Star Wars. And pretty much these comics served as a way for us kids to enjoy the movie after seeing it in the theater, as VCRs, and especially the availability of these movies on video cassette, did not exist at the time. So the only way to enjoy the movie again was in comic book form. Mr. Blocker, I will say on a personal standpoint though, I am pretty much hooked on and into any television or movie tie-in comic book. Like this Bonanza comic book, for instance. I mean, it is beat up to hell, but it's just so gosh darn fun. Interest anyone in a game of gin rummy? What is my obsession with Lorne Green? The biggest, of course, from my teenage years was the 1989 release of the Michael Keaton, Tim Burton Batman film, which of course was a DC movie comic release and spurred a huge comic book collecting buzz in the late 1980s. This movie was probably the first brick in the wall of comic books becoming cool again. I don't know if comic collecting would be where it is today without this movie. Of course, no one did movie adaptation comics quite as well as Marvel. And, for example, two of the very fun adaptions were from the late 70s, Jaws 2 and Close Encounters. However, it is the Jaws 2 comic that brings us here today, as the back cover for this comic is possibly the coolest Kiss ad to ever run in a magazine. The Stan Lee presents the second coming of Kiss, advertising the Marvel Super Special number 2. The smash sensation of the 70s. Gene, Paul, Ace, and Peter, there in their glorious comic book form. Lightning strikes twice as an all-new adventure takes place, written by Marvel legends John Romita Jr., Ralph Macchio, a kid, of course, in a 48-page full-color comic with a full-color poster to knock you out of your 7-inch platform shoes. I imagine being a kid standing at a magazine rack in 1978 and seeing this ad on the back of a Jaws 2 comic I was about to buy. I don't even think I would be interested in the Jaws 2 comic anymore. I would want this in my hands. Nothing would suffice. The desire for fun that would burn through your veins seeing this ad pop from the back cover of a Marvel comic in 1978. Thank you for hanging with me. Thank you for reflecting on a time that doesn't really seem to exist anymore. The summer blockbusters come and go and are kind of forgotten the minute you leave the theater. They don't have that lasting impact that they once did in the late 1970s. However, ads like this can take you back to that time of fun and summer adventure. Thank you for hanging with me. Take care, be safe, never stop having fun, and I will talk to you soon.